Hi, today's subject is the Paramotor tank. Actually, it's the level of the fuel. Always flying, we're a little bit nervous how much fuel we have left. So it's the mirror or any other indicator. So today I'll show you how I made myself a very simple fuel level indicator. And another thing, on my last movie, I had some comments on YouTube that my English is not very English, as it is not my first language. Somebody said first language. Okay, so just to make things clear, I asked a few foreign friends to help me with the commentaries from all other countries around me. See ya! Okay, hello, ich bin Hans Feitz. I will explain you what is a Mercury Switch. Well, Mercury Switch, what is Mercury? Mercury is a liquid, metal liquid. So, Mercury Switch, it is a ball. It is a ball. Das Ball. It has electrode. Ein Elektrod. Zwei Elektrod. Und there is mercury. Mercury liquid is inside. So, when the ball is moving, the mercury floats from one side to another, and the mercury touch the other electrode. So, this electrode and this electrode, there is contact. When the mercury change their position, there is no touch. So the switch works in position. Yeah, position good, position not good. This is a Mercury switch. Ja, das ist mein Mercury switch. Eine kleine Nachtmusik, eine kleine Mercury switch is very, very small. It goes like this. Here is position flat, no contact. Position down, no contact. Position up, yes, contact. So it has, this is the point of the contact.
Oh, hi guys, that's Emerson once more, that's me. I'll explain you how we should make our lever meter. So first we have the tank, that we have the tank. Right, so on the very bottom we will put a Mercury switch very flat, so it will switch or switch off in this position. Then on the second level we'll put a Mercury that will switch or switch on this level of fuel, and then another one and another one, so they will switch on when there'll be certain amount of fuel. How it will work? Well, we need a floater. We need a floater, and this floater will go up and down with the fuel. In meantime, in this pipe we'll put few Mercury switches. Every time some of the switches, the number 1, the number 2, the number 3, every one the switches in flat position, it will switch on or switch off as we wish. So all we have to do, we need a floater, we need a pipe, and we need Mercury switches in the pipe. Of course they will be all in contact on a cable, on a great cable. So now what we have to do is to measure at what position our Mercury switch should switch. We need 4 positions, 0. Now my suggestions how the switches should switch on. As for me, you of course you can choose as you want. The first switch should go off when we're in the middle of the tank. Of course, if we fill up the tank, we don't need any signs because we know it's full. But sometimes we're traveling far away in a straight line and like to come back home. So what we need is when we have half of the tank. So my idea is that the first switch should react at the middle of the tank. That means the first light, the first LED diode will go off on the middle. Then will go number 2. That means we are a little bit lower than the half. Then goes number 3. That means it's critical. The last one means we have to land. Now we can see that our floater is inside with one Mercury switch, and now we shall fill the tank to those 1, 2, 3, 4 levels and mark in which position each switch should be. Hi guys, I'm John Kentucky from Kentucky, and Emerson is gone, so I'm gonna explain you how I'm gonna measure the tank. We're all friends with MASB, so gonna help you about that. So the first thing, I filled the tank to the first level, right? So I'm gonna show you how I filled the tank to the first level. Yeah, you can see it. I filled the tank to the first level. Now I connected the Mercury switch to voltmeter, and this voltmeter is gonna scream. It's gonna scream when there will be contact. So as you can see, it already screams. I switch it. You hear the fucker? Yeah, he screams. He screams because the Mercury switch is working. So now what I'm gonna do? So now I'm gonna pull out the wire slowly. I'm gonna pull out the Mercury switch, and at a certain position he'll stop screaming. I hope so. So I'm pulling it up slowly. I stopped. He stopped. That means this is the position that he is switching on or switching off. So what I do, I fill it up to the second place. As you see, I filled the tank to the second position, and the fucker is screaming already. Yeah, it's screaming like hell. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out the Mercury a little bit further until he switches off. That means it's gonna be the position number 2. He stopped. That's the position number 2. So we mark it with the paper. Yeah, he's on the third position. He's screaming like his mom got his balls. Yeah, squeeze. So that's right. He's burning. So next, once more, we pull it out to find the position of the next switch. While to be sincere, it doesn't mean to be so accurate. It's not that important. The thing most important is the first one. That means we are critical. We have to land. The other 3, they're just for information. Okay, we're in half tank and he's screaming like hell. So now I'll pull it out a little bit more and we'll find in the middle of the water. Yeah, it's off already. Bonjour, salut, c'est Jean-Claude du Chandelier. Voilà, c'est notre Mercury Switch. Ce que nous avons, we have taken it out of the pipe. We're taking it out of this, and we can see the marking. The marking, that means it's about the difference is about a few centimeters. That means we have to put the switches one by one in these distances like this. So when we were taking it out every time, clac, 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 clac. So in the same places, clac, 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 we are going to put
the Mercury Switch. Bien sûr, it is sure that every Mercury Switch has a different connection. This connection, they will be connected to the diode, to the lamp, to the LED diode. Every switch. So now we are going to go to the workshop, and we are going to make a cable with 5 wires, 1 common and 4 wire for every switch. So as you see, when the floater will go up, it will switch every switch one by one, and after that we will regulate. So the first switch is going off when the fuel is critical. Bon, voilà. Et voilà, nous sommes, we are in the workshop. I am sorry for ce petit bordel on my table, but I am working. So now we have put back the Mercury switch, and the Mercury switch is about, you can see is about here. And we stick this screw that is going out at more or less the same level as it was in the tank. So now we see the markings, and we are taking out very slowly to the first marking. The first marking was the first diode. It was the first marking. So we see where the switch is. Sorry for I have to hold my camera in my hand. That is not very comfortable. Now we are pulling to the next position. Next position, it is the second diode. When it should switch, well, it is here. This is the second position. So we have a look. Where is the Mercury switch? Hello! Our Mercury switch, it is here. So this is the place where we'll place the second Mercury switch. Okay, we keep pulling out. We keep pulling out. Oh, fucker, it has stopped a little bit. Okay, but we pull it out, and this is the third diode. The third diode is here. This one has slipped a little bit, so we have to push it a little bit. Yes. So we pull it out. The level of the 4, that means the middle of the tank. And we mark it. It is here. These are the 4 positions of the 4 switch that have to be in the cable. So when the level, when the floater will go up and down, every of this switch will be level, and it goes up. When it goes up, it makes click, and the lamp goes. So the same thing when the fuel is going down. The fuel is going down. Every time it goes click, 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 they will switch off. Merci. Et voilà, nous avons, we have all our 4 Mercury switch in the right distance on the cable. Now all we have to do is to distinguish the color of the cable, so we can connect it to the diode. Now we can push it into the pipe. We have the cable with the Mercury switch in the pipe, more or less. The Mercury switch are in the place where we mark. They don't have to be very correct. It doesn't matter. That's the important thing. As I said, is the first one. The first one that will tell us that the tank is getting empty. Now we connect the floater. And we go and see our PPG paramotor and see in which place we want the indicator with the lights, with the LED. So that's why we will measure the cables. Okay, so I have marked my colors. My colors is, the red one is the common, that goes to every switch. And the lowest one, the alarm one, is blue. Second one is green. Then is white. And the highest level is black cable. Здравствуйте. Меня зовут Гриша. Must меня попросил, must asked me to show you how to weld. Да, я weld. You will do it. I weld the wires. Теперь we will check if everything is okay. We can close this whole thing. Очень хорошо. Now we take battery, and we connect to battery, and we will see if it is correct. Да. Па-па-дам. Yes. Смотрите, смотрите. Начинается червоная. First is the red, yellow, green, green. Green number. Yes. So when the tank will be half, we will have 4. The tank will go down. Oh, not the good yod, but never mind. Then we have yellow, and the last is red. Yes, once more. Goes up, goes down, and it will go with the level of the fuel. Thank you.
So to finish the job, here we have almost nothing, and here we have our indicator. So if we toggle up a little bit, we can see it shows almost nothing. Yeah, this is our indicator.